summary of Daf Lamed Vav Torah, beautiful mimer. So the mimer begins with the pasuk at the beginning of the Haftarah of Hanukkah that says, "Rani v'simchi bas tzion," to rejoice and be happy, daughter of tzion, which refers to the Jewish people. Now, the Medrash says that the Jewish people are called in some places Hashem's daughter, in some places Hashem's sister, some places Hashem's mother. So what's the idea? There must be three ways to relate to Hashem that reflect these three relationships. So the idea is based on the pasuk, Ka haneshamah tehalel, that every neshama, every soul praises Hashem. The word tehalel, to praise, also means to shine. And neshamas shine and reveal godliness. And the Maimer notes that really Hashem is totally beyond, and therefore everything of this world really makes no difference to Hashem. It's not like a soul in a body that the soul gets affected by the body. With Hashem in the world, he's aware of everything, but not in a way that it affects him. Hashem existed the same way before the worlds were created and after, without any difference. And that's the idea of saying Kadosh. We say Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Hashem is three times holy, meaning that Hashem is three times removed and beyond our world. And actually, with the four letters of the Hashem's holiest name, Yud Kei Vav Kei, the first three letters are beyond. Only the final letter, the final Hei, refers to Hashem's speech, so to speak. Speech is where one notices and one caters to an other. And that's the idea of the final Hey. But the first three letters are holy and removed and beyond. And that's also what we mean when we say in Shemay Nesri Mechalko Chaim B'Chesed, that Hashem is Mechalko, literally sustains us with our lives. He gives us life with kindness. But Mechalko also means he makes a kalkel, a double keli, double concealment and covering in order to let us take in Hashem's light, because Hashem is really beyond, and therefore in order for it to be catered to our limited needs, it has to go through kalim and go through concealment. Now in Gan Eden there needs to be a tzimtzum in order for us to be able to bask in Hashem's light, because since Hashem is really beyond, so the only way to really take it in a revealed way is through a tzimtzum. And therefore there is yud, a yud which refers to making small tzimtzum before the soul is able to enjoy the bonding and the understanding of Hashem. Now this is connected with the idea of neshama. Neshama is about breath. Neshama comes from the word neshima. Besides meaning soul, what it really, the source of the word is about breathing. When we breathe, we go in and out, in and out. And that idea of breathing in and out, it reflects Rotzi v'Shuv. Rotzi is we're yearning and going up to Hashem, and then Shuv, where we go down and we say, you know what? Let's think about what Hashem wants, not what we want. We want to go up to Hashem, but Hashem wants us down here in this world, making a difference. And therefore, that's the idea of the Shuv, and that our whole desire should be for Hashem, and it's the only real thing, and everything else therefore shouldn't make a difference, and we should be totally focused on that. And that's why we after we say Shema, that Hashem is one, we first say V'ahavta, love Hashem, which is the yearning, and then V'hayad V'ama'ela, these words should be on our heart. That's the Shuv. Let's go down and learn to do mitzvahs to what Hashem wants. And Hashem is our shadow, which means that Hashem copies what we do, that when we yearn and jump up to Hashem, Hashem comes down to us, and that's the shuv that we've got to get involved in. But a person can't just develop a love for Hashem and this yearning and passion and excitement if his soul is not the right vessel for it. If a person has gone against Hashem, has sinned, has missed out on mitzvahs, so then the soul is more difficult to awaken with the love for Hashem. And in order to do that, he has to do teshuvah, he has to return to Hashem and feel bad. And when he does that, he has that regret and returning to Hashem. So then his soul is cleansed and is able to get excited when he meditates and reflects on how Hashem is one, the only real thing. Then he will get excited to serve Hashem. But either way, this idea of mitzvahs and doing what and accept and bittul before Hashem obedience is the idea of daughter, and is also within the two names of the Jewish people, Yaakov and Yisrael. This is Yaakov, the lower name, where it's holding onto the heel. And then when we start with this, when we do what we're meant to do, we do the right thing, and we're able to start to develop a love. But that is one level of closeness, one level of affection. Then there is sister. Sister means we're on par at the same level, looking eye to eye. And that's not with doing mitzvahs, but with learning Torah. Because when we learn Torah, the Torah, Hashem's wisdom and desire goes into our minds. And when we say words of Torah, Hashem is speaking through us. So that's a union, not of a slave before his master, but of a minister before his master, where the minister gives advice and understands about the king, doesn't just obey with mindless subservience. And now what's special about Torah is it delineates exactly what is kosher, what is not, what is allowed and what is not, and therefore puts every part of the physical world into the right place and doesn't allow there to be this flow where it doesn't belong of godly energy into the wrong place. Now, when we learn Torah, so we've got, like Yitzhak said to Yaakov before he blessed him, Hakol kol Yaakov, the voice is the voice of Yaakov. So Hashem's voice, so to speak, is reflected in our voice, that Hashem's Torah is spoken through our mouth. This is where we're like Hashem's sister and Hashem's dear friend and Hashem's brother, or even the Tamasi, which literally means Hashem's complete one, but also means Hashem's twin. That's all the level of Torah, which is level number 2. Then the highest level is Mesiras Nefesh, where we go on complete self-sacrifice, dedication, and commitment to Hashem. And that sort of beyond, where we just go on Mesiras Nefesh no matter what, that reflects where we're like Hashem's mother, where we're doing more than what would be expected as within the realm of the hishalshalus, of the organized chain of evolution of spiritual levels, where we have to operate within a system. But when we go on Mesiras Nefesh, that's beyond the system, and that's level 3. Now, he notes then one of the interesting parts in the last paragraph, the beer, is about that the word ner, lamp, is the same gematria as Havaya Ekia, Havaya Elikim, Havaya Adonai. There's 3 types of bonding that connect to the 3 relationships: daughter, sister, and mother. And altogether they're the same gematria as lamp, as ner. And ultimately, although right now just simple action doing the mitzvahs is the lowest level, is like a daughter, but when Mashiach comes, that the woman of valor will be the crown above her husband, meaning that simple obedience of mitzvahs will reflect within it that it comes from a Mesiras Nefesh, comes from that we're giving ourselves over entirely to Hashem, deep in the neshama, and therefore is actually wholly at the top level. It's the relationship of mother, and it's like the crowns above the letters.